Morning, everyone.
White House and the administration has been, this is not our problem, this is the problem of the states, and we heard that over the weekend. It's enormously frustrating. I think one of the most important roles for leadership is to take responsibility and to help illuminate a path. You don't have to dictate every decision, but illuminate a path forward, instead of just saying, this is really your problem and good luck with that. And I think that is going to be seen as one of the major failures of leadership right now.
Just for sure, Steve. Johns Hopkins University. Paul, I'm looking at the equity markets here. Of course, we'll set up for Doug Cass here in a bit. Yep. I believe futures up 13, Dow futures up 73. But it's absolute. I read the Jeffers piece, Steve scientists believe what they call their Sweet 16, which is an expansion of 7 or 8 glory stocks. It's not names, they're technology names. All that. You remember when an equity portfolio is at 300 securities? Yeah. And somebody out of control buying 200 billion securities? Yeah, that was living on the edge. That was living on the edge. And then you get somebody like, the folks out of Janus, where the Janus.
Hoping everyone is having a good day. New week. My back is feeling a lot better. Thank you to those of you that have been really asking, and I've been around. Make sure that I've been doing okay. So I took a week off from the market, really. And I'm back today.
There's a headline, and I'll let you, I think you're up to speed on this. All Doug Cass will say will go at least to the Red Sox cancellation. The Miami Marlins game against the Baltimore Orioles is canceled. Yeah, and there it is. Miami's 2-1, 2-1 so far. 8 additional players and 2 coaches for the Miami Marlins are positive. Then according to ESPN, and there it is. And I don't know. I mean, like, what does Duke football do? Does Duke have a football team? They do, and
We have a couple of minutes to reopen. SCKT skyrocketing. Somebody posted this, the action on this name pretty early today. COPK pulling back really, really hard.
What do we need in terms of maybe the new school of economic thought? Because the next best thing to magic is insight. It may take nearly a decade for the U.S. economy to recover. Bloomberg Radio, the Bloomberg Business app, and BloombergRadio.com. Bloomberg, the world is listening.
I've always wanted to learn another language, but every time I try, it never sticks. So I decided to give Babbel a try, and I really like the teaching method of the app. I started with the beginner lesson on Babbel, and it starts with simple words and phrases, and soon you're putting those words into a conversation. Each lesson takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and they're all really different, which keeps things interesting. The app is really smart. It actually keeps track of the words I'm struggling with, so I can practice them and get better. I chose Babbel because it was created by real language teachers. They built it around real life, how people actually communicate, and what they care about. I can't wait to use my new language skills in the real world. Dos cervezas, por favor.
With Babbel, get conversational in Spanish, French, German, and more. It just takes 10 to 15 minutes a day. Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.
About 20 seconds to go.
Language today. That's Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Hey y'all, Jeff Foxworthy here. Now, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing over and over for
WHLM about to be holded. WHLM holded. GPS dropping. There's a per flight pattern information under 1250. WHLM resumed.
Well, this is pretty important. I want to frame out here some of your bearish tone, Cass. We do this, folks, understanding everybody understands that there's a crisis in the business, and bonds are typically out front of the equity zeitgeist. Do you agree with that, Cass? So, Doug, what do you think? I mean, yeah, according to, so right here we see the bond market really over the past, 9 months at least, really told a different story, particularly as we're coming into the pandemic here. The bond market really told a different story here. What's the bond market telling you now?
GPS flagging on the 1. Hey Sean, what's up? Looking at a few names with a lot of indecision today. Justine, good morning. Looking at a couple of names here with a lot of indecision, no follow through today. Kind of choppy, slow morning. Not much follow through on these names though. I was watching since the pre-market. I was WHLM, but he ramped up right out of the gates and he got halted. And I was gonna even take a picture of the volatility that I was having to share with you guys on Discord, but we'll go a little too quick. By the time I was trying to take a picture, the image that I wanted to take was long gone, so I didn't shoot the image there. I've been watching GPS, JetBlue, and ABUS, ABUS, FDSB, CAPR. It's a lot of choppiness all over the place, really. Don't feel too comfortable with a little bit of follow through. No, doesn't seem to be great follow through there. Feeling a lot better though. My back is a lot better. SCKT, if it holds there, it's gonna print the bear flag pattern on the 5. Right now I'm on the sidelines watching the action. Let me just, you know what? Let me just run the scanner here real quick. IGC on the move. IGC on the move. So one of the very low price names.
25 years ago, NJIT graduate Dick Sweeney co-founded Keurig Green Mountain, a company whose incredible innovations changed
And XCM on the move too.
coffee. Today, he lectures widely on business leadership and is a strong advocate for NJIT's work to combine
I
business
mean
education
C and XM.
is definitely fostering innovative thinking for budding entrepreneurs simply because that's the world we live in. NJIT is producing students that have been trained, educated, and given the business acumen to be a contributor to a company. The distinct mission is to develop great STEM scholars, the attributes I've always looked for in team members who are work towards guts and luck, through people with passion, intelligence, courage, and never discount luck. The student coming out of NJIT has experienced all of that.
NJIT, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Learn more at njit.edu. Global news 24 hours a day, on air and at TikTok on Twitter. More than 2,700 journalists and analysts in over 120 countries. This is Bloomberg Radio. Now, a global news update. National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien has tested positive for coronavirus. White House correspondent Jim Jones reports he's been working from home since last week. The president has said that he does get tested virtually every day. So the question, of course, is how long until this time he will threat Mr. O'Brien, remember, in the LA to begin phase 3 large-scale clinical trials involving post-COVID-19 vaccine. Only 40,000
This is really amazing. I mean, we didn't start working on this vaccine until January, so just 7 months later, to have someone getting a shot in a phase 3 trial is truly remarkable. Of course, everyone's fingers are crossed, that this leads to a vaccine, but that's why we're doing the clinical trial. There's a possibility that this might not work.
White House is still planning on electronic coronavirus-related package later today. Eyewitness Stevie Weaver going to celebrate 87 when he talked to him. As he says, Bloomberg balancing the with David Preston and Coverage. Weekdays at noon Eastern on Bloomberg Radio. Bloomberg, the world is listening. Opens, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, the Bloomberg Business app, and at Bloomberg Quick Take. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
And I'm Garrett Moscow, and S&P 500 is moving higher by 1% or 10 points at 3226. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.2% or 51 points at 26,519. And the Nasdaq is up more than 1% at 111 points at 10,474. 10-year Treasury up 3/30 seconds, yield 0.57%, yield on the 2-year 0.14%. NYMEX crude oil is down 0.9% or 38 cents at $40.91 a barrel. COMEX gold up 2.2% or $41.60 at 1966.90 an ounce. And the euro 1.1758 against the dollar, yen 105.28. That's a Bloomberg Business Flash. Tom and Paul.
Sure, thanks so much. You know, 51 minutes on the Doug Cass with us right now, Sears. Doug, it's happened before. What is happening now? It is a roller market that pays from 80 to 25.
So
Retail plaza, on the couch, is as well. Latest speak
being pretty interesting morning here. Kinda slow.
some have gains, some where are they at?
Well, these speculative stocks, one of my big concerns, they're going to collapse. They always do. We've seen this in the past. Speculation always takes the same form in every cycle. It did in the dot-com era, it did in 2007. Doing it right now. You have low-price debt, debt is plentiful, and you have a new
GPS. Let's see here.
asset class.
Oh my goodness.
Robin Hood and his merry men. And, that occurred because
We're about to close July,
commission rates
run into August.
peaked at zero after being really high priced and going down.
Annie, A and I.
Of course, you got the
Red flag pattern to 5 minutes.
so then
Okay, let me take a look at here. In 5 minutes on JetBlue. Today's being somewhat kind of cuckoo. Okay, so 1048. 1048, 100 simple moving average on the 15, resistance on the spot daily. Oh, wow, it's being a little boring though. Just boring is good. Simple is good.
Douglas Cass, for the same reason we say thank you. And there's something's going on in Major Baseball. And it's joining us now, John Stasher. John, how serious is this? What's the immediate knock-on effect on other teams? We have 8 players who are going to be sick.
Yeah, Tom, I think it's up to like 14 pounds, maybe 4, and now 10.
Okay, let's keep an eye on JetBlue, see what it's gonna do. And GPS is kind of setting up a possible reversal. WHLM coming down. Socket mobile going down under the view app still. How much are you still down on that one? If you say that you're trying to get out of there green, I'm guessing that you are on the red side right now. So how big is your red position on that one though? Yeah, blue going down.
Yeah, and it sounds like, the initial salvo will likely be a back and forth negotiation between the Republicans and the Democrats. I think the bid is spread might be $1 billion to $3 billion, so a lot of negotiation to go on there over the next couple of days. And ideally, Tom, as we've heard from many of our guests, ideally get something done this week before Congress
Okay.
leaves for their August recess. Who knows?
That's not too bad, Sean. 3 cents is just 3 cents, really. Depends on how many shares you hold in too, but again, 3 cents is not something out of the world. Let me run the scanners here, see what's actually dropping. You're saying, WHLM, yeah, that's quite something. Spiked up right here last Friday after hours. I don't think it has any kind of news on it, nothing. So this morning when it was actually ramping up right here. But I wasn't too sure because it was at the pre-market and there was not big numbers in the pre-market session today for futures, right? So I didn't feel too um, excited about those numbers. And then right out of the gates, he just ramped up, and then he got halted. And I actually was expecting follow through to the upside because he got halted going up, and I figured, well, I don't know what's going on, and I never checked the news, but I thought it was gonna follow through up, but he just pulled back right away. When it resumed, he just started to drop.
Stocks being higher in early trading, maybe roughly 2% or so. You look at them, some early optimism. There's a lot riding on things this
Well, just seeing, don't stress yourself out too much about that. If the trade is green, if you're not losing much, what we strive for is to cut the trade green and don't look bad. Don't look back. I mean, if the trade is green, yes, sometimes we leave profits on the table, but that happens all the time. That when we notice that we leave something on the table, we tend to get frustrated. But uh, when if it's green, if it's red, and we were able to cut it loose quickly, then we feel happy about the fact that we cut it quickly and that the red tray was not bigger than it was, right? So it's all relative. What we want to do and what we strive for is to be consistent. And when we achieve the consistency, it's really not a great thing to do to look back at every single cent that you left on the table, because if you were able to close a trade green and a decent trade, it's great because that propels you, and that gives you the motivation and the momentum for the next trade. So don't get too frustrated, don't get too worked up in regards to leaving money on the table, because it happens to every single trader. And you can't really make all of the money. There's no way we're gonna be able to make all the money. So if the trade is green, it's good, because that's gonna propel you. That's gonna push you to the next one with energy, with focus, and with a good mindset on being consistent and being green. That's what we have to strive for, not to make every single penny that was on the table. So don't get too frustrated in regards to that. Um, if you're able to work good, even having a PDT rule, then keep on working on it, right? And keep on growing your account slowly, because in life, what you have to strive for is to be better every single day. And every single day you put a little brick on that wall. At the end of the day, the wall's gonna be finished, and it's gonna look the way that you want it to look, right? So we have to strive for putting a brick every single day. That means trying to build ourselves up, being better every day. Having PDT or no PDT rule, it's really not something that we have to worry too much about. If we can make things work, if the trades are green, if we can strive for consistency more than trying to make every single cent that was out there to squeeze out of the trade, that's not the way to look at things, because at the end of the day that could backfire and actually mess you up a little bit. So again, if you're making it work, having a PDT rule, don't focus on the PDT rule, focus on consistency, and focus on having a green trade. Even if you leave profits on the table, that happens to every trader. So don't worry about that. Keep on working, keep on growing your account slowly, because at the end of the day, if you're waiting to put more capital but you're not growing your account, you're not growing as a trader. It's better to grow it slowly, because that's gonna bring you the the building blocks, right? And the things that are going to come together as a piece of the puzzle to help you grow as a person, as a trader. And that's gonna make you look at those trades in a more accurate way, other than just stepping aside and waiting for you to make the capital to be able to put on your account, right? So it's better to grow your account slowly but steady, in a steady way, than just being on the side of the road, seeing every single car passing by and not being able to advance on the trip, right? So keep on growing your account little by little, even if you have to deal with the PDT. If you're making it work, don't worry about the money that you're leaving on the table. because at the end of the day, every single green trade that you take is going to help you, and that's going to propel you to the next level. I hope that that helps really. I mean, this little bit of an advice that I'm giving you. You have to make a journal for every single trade and write down the feelings and write down what you're doing with the trade and why you end up being on the red side. Right? Make a journal, revise it, and that's gonna show you what you're doing wrong. Again, if you're on the green side, you can get out on the green side. You just gotta find the reason why you're not getting out of the green side. Alright, so again, make a journal. Make a journal. That's going to help you determine and find out why things are happening to you. So 64. That's the main thing. Preservational capital is the first thing. If you have a weapon and you go out hunting, you can have a rifle, let's just say, or whatever it is. You're going out hunting, I'm just saying. But you don't have the ammo to shoot, you don't have anything. Or if you have a bow and arrow, if you have the bow, but you don't have arrows, then you don't have anything, right? So preservational capital is the first thing and the main thing for us, because that's the ammo. Those are the arrows. Those are the whatever you wanna, the darts, whatever you wanna call it. It's just if you don't have the weapon to go hunting, you're not gonna be able to hunt. So you want to make sure that you protect your weapon at all times, or your tool, or your instrument, whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure that you can keep it safe, and that you take it out, use it, and put it right back in, right, where you don't lose it. Right. This is the reason why warriors in the times of the Crusades and all those times, they had the shields with them, they had their swords with them, right? They were packing, let's just say, or carrying their sword, or with the, I don't know how they call it, they had this thing on their waist, right? They put it right in there, because at the time that they were needed to use it, they just take it out, swing, cut whatever, just put it right back in, right? So it's just, that's the way that you have to do things. You stay aside. It's like, let's just say that you're going out to get an elk or a Bambi, right, a D or whatever, and you have a bow and the arrow. You're not walking like this, right, with the arrow like pointing at everything. Just walking slowly, taking a look at everything that's surrounding you, making sure that you can determine where is a good opportunity for you, and listening to the sounds in the woods and things like that, and then spotting that elk, that deer, that whatever animal that you, and I'm just making up a kind of like little analogy here. Animal lovers, please don't hate me. I'm just saying, if you go out looking for something, even if you're digging for gold, you're not gonna take that peak, and you're gonna be walking like this, hitting everything on the way, like you're looking for the place where you're gonna start digging, right? So you are searching and trying to determine where the spot for you is, where the opportunity lies for you, and then you strike with whatever you have, even if you're gonna dig a hole. WHLM, CNXM. That's right, Justine. You know how it is. We gotta preserve the capital. There's a couple of things that I moved in today, but I've noticed that very little follow through, and so I took a week off, and I'm coming back today. And my back feels really better. I had a lumbar muscle in my back that was sprained, and I couldn't even move. There were days that I couldn't even get up from bed, and it was pretty bad. It was actually very bad for me, and what I did was I took the whole week off. I came back today. I couldn't even sit here. This chair, sitting on this chair was really difficult for me. I tried that last Monday, right, and I couldn't even sit here because trying to move were actually pinched my nerve, and it was actually too difficult for me. The pain was too great. So I've decided that I was gonna take a whole week off, and I came back today. I felt really better. As you can see, I can move. I couldn't do this. In order for me to move from my chair and even get up, I had to brace the chair on the sides like this and kind of propel myself forward, like with the elbows in the back of like the chair. And I'm here today, and I looked at how little follow through there was in the pre-market hours, and how everything seemed to be kind of choppy. And so I decided to, stay green and preserve my capital, and just, chances are tomorrow is a better day. Thank you. I have a machine that I bought and I received. I got here from Amazon. I think it was Saturday. That one of the machines that has this patches that you putting in your body, and it's like it gives you kind of like electroshocks on the muscles. And I gotta tell you, it has been a difference for me night and day. It helped me from Saturday to today. I haven't put it on today, but yesterday, I think it was, when was that? Yeah, Saturday and yesterday. And I have felt amazingly great after. I got into a bike this morning, not outside of the house, but outside of the house, but a exercise bike that I have in one of the rooms downstairs, and I just started to work out a little bit before I went to shower, and I was able to move my body. Then later on today, I'm gonna get into the pool. I've been swimming a lot because that helps me move my muscles in the body. I also bought a belt. It just I went to Home Depot and I picked up a marble bag with all of the marble pieces. I was decorating my yard, and I lifted one of the bags, and I actually kind of twisted my back, and that's when the muscle actually got pulled, and I sprained the muscle really bad. And then after I bought this belt, right, to just put it on my, now that I'm, when I go back to working out, my belt is gonna be there. If I run or do anything, my belt, I'm gonna put my belt on. Well, maybe not for running, but I guess you get what I'm saying. um and so I've been feeling a lot better. But capital preservation is the main thing. And so I try to do the right thing, because at the end of the day the market's gonna stay here. That's right, a tense device. Thank you, Sean. You guys know more than me. I appreciate you helping me out with that. Oh my god. Got a new phone. Got the new iPhone. Whatever. My wife got it for me. Getting here tomorrow. Bought a new book. from Jocko Jocko Willink. Gonna get it tomorrow.
Do you expect the euro to continue to strengthen?
The name of the book is Discipline Equals Freedom. Also going to buy the next 5 books from Patrick Bet David. I'm gonna start reading those books. Those are my new 2 books that I'm gonna start reading. You know, we as human beings, we have to strive for better every day, and learning things from people that, you know, have information that you think is going to be relevant to your life. It's actually a good thing. So I'm trying to learn from all of those 2 guys. And Ray Dalio has a nice book, Principles, that I also wanna get.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. Market Sullivan spreading around.
Oh yeah, Justine, yes, I've been doing stretching exercises, and they have been very helpful to my back. Like very helpful to my back. I felt very well after, you know, at the beginning I started to stretch my back. I have to say though that it was not easy, because the nerve, the muscle was really pulled, and it hurt. It helped really a lot, and it was really difficult for me to move. It was extremely hard, but you know, little by little, and swimming, because you don't pull any kind of weight in your body, and being in the water, it was actually a pretty good thing. So I was doing some kind of stretching workouts, like moving like side to side like that and stuff, while I was in the pool, and it helped a lot. Wow. WHLM is it's picking up a lot of steam though. Picking up a lot of steam. Wow, look at that. Surely these moves happen. They are really account builders, but they can also be account killers if you don't know how to play them. Wow, what a drop. This thing is about to be halted. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that was a decent bear flat formation pattern in 1 minute though. Pretty decent going down there. Yeah, it looks like there's none. Let's see. Let me see what the news. Let's see. Let's pull the news on the Yahoo. Nope. There's no news for that one though. There's no news for that one though. Hold it on the way down though. Hold it on the way down. Let's see what this thing's gonna do. Guys, is the audio okay? I just want to make sure that audio is fine. Not sure if the audio is okay or not. I'm hoping it is. Thank you, Justine. Watching CNXM. I know she's sure that one though. I'm she's sure that one. Alright, so resuming here. Okay. $10.86 high there before he got hold it. So you gotta allow it to break the prior high or come close to the whole the half or the whole dollar in order for us to determine which way it's gonna go, because you might get a little bit of support around here then drop real quick. So then 86, tapping an 87 high there. A little bit of indecision here. I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna hold for a second, and then it's gonna keep on dropping to the VWAP. That 5-minute candle, doji 5-minute candle, doesn't give me really a great sense of that this thing is going to actually work pretty well. CAPR. It's also moving CAPR. Wow, look, ramped up real quick there. Gonna be halted again. It's gonna be halted. About to be halted at 12:47. That's it. Halted 12:47 again. All right, so check this out. Here was 1086. The high here was 1086. It tapped 1087 here, then pulled back a bit and went to 1088 after. Pulled back, closed, dipped to 1060, came right back up. 1115, pulled back, closed at 1102, and then dipped to 1080, and then ramp back up to 1160, I'm sorry, and then 1220. This thing is it moved pretty fast though. So he was able to come here, dip and take the prior high before the close, then come right back up and recoup, going right back up. accident? Oh, you spray something for the skin? Alright, close the door when you finish. Alright. Just gotta let it dip. Hold out on my hold. Nope, did not. Okay, hammer, 1 minute time frame. Shooting start 5 minute time frame, topping candle 15. High that 1 minute candle 1190. Big swings though. Big swings. No shares to short. Come on. 1190 probably high 1 minute time frame. Thing pushes hard. And right back up. $12.16 prior high. Flagging on the 1. Dropping quick. Prior low is taken out. 1138. Flagging on the 1. About to close that candle in 10 seconds. Flagging in the 1 minute. Right back up. Gee, man. Big swings on this name. Price high at 5-minute time frame, 1292. Big swings. Big swings. Pulling back real hard here. Pulling back real hard here. Big swings. Now this entry was a lot better though. 1086 right here, this high. When we have the high of this candle, let's put a trend line right here so you can see what I'm talking about. We had a high 1087, then 1088. Moved here. Look at that. Now, after he got hold dip, pushed up, dip, flag on the side here, push up. Let's see the prior low, 1086 here when he found support, because 1086 was resistance, the prior high right here. We got a 1087 dip and then 1088 that broke. Look at this 1087 here, a support trend line right here, the prior 1 minute support, close to the 50 simple moving average. Let's see what it's gonna do here. It might hold to have a retest of the 1250 area here again. Let's see what it's going to do. Let me just accommodate my back a little bit here. My wife has been texting me for a second. Big swings on this name though. Big swings. Price high on the hammer, right back up, 1150. 1150, probably next push to the high of the 1198. 1 minute candle here, 1250. Bye. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's being a little bit choppy here now. Yeah, with this type of formation now, it looks a little bit tricky though. 1086 might not even hold. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry I got distracted here for a second. Guys, I'm not gonna take a trade right now on this name, so I'm gonna take a step back here, and I will see you guys in a little while. We're gonna keep the conversation rolling on Discord. I wish you guys a great rest of your day. Happy trading. We're gonna keep talking through Discord. For now, I'm gonna cut the stream over here, and I'm gonna go downstairs, eat something. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Take care.